bringing old ships to life.
Hello everybody, it's Jamie from the Old Shipping Lines, as you all know, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be diving into the story of an interesting French liner of the early 1910s. Launched by the Atlantic shipyards, Chantiers de Atlantique, for the General Transatlantic Company, GGT line, on September the 10th, 1910. The ship was a first for the country, being the first quadruple screwed built domestically. The SS France measured 210.3 meters long, with a beam of 23 meters and a draft of 14.8 meters, using steam turbines and capable of a shaft horsepower of 45,000, which totaled a speed of 25 knots. Designed with popular trends, which resulted in the 4 funnels that were designed on the ship. This fine liner was launched on 20 September 1910. She was also designed with luxury, like a typical ocean liner of the era. The fitting out would nearly take 2 years to complete, and the maiden voyage of the France was on 20 April 1912. But shocking news would reach France of the RMS Titanic disaster, and she lost a lot of publicity. However, the SS France was the beaming light for France, establishing her image on the Atlantic. But every ship has her quirks. France suffered from violent vibrations and had a tendency to roll, which is noticeable in numerous of photographs, even when the seas were calm. And GGT had enough. They withdrew the ship from service and sent her to the famous Holland and Wolf. Larger and wider bilge keels were added, as well as new propellers, which not only reduced the vibrations by a large factor, it also made her slightly faster. A year or so would pass when the First World War began. The Navy immediately requisitioned the SS France. Being the fastest French ship, she became an armed merchant cruiser. Although it was soon later proven that ships of her size weren't suited for this role. She also burned through massive amounts of coal. The Navy decided to convert the ship into a transport vessel. In her last months as a transport, she would be involved in a collision with the British River-class destroyer, the HMS Eden, in the English Channel, which would cost the lives of 43 men. She would be converted into a hospital ship sometime in the autumn of 1916, joining alongside the massive Britannic and Aquitania. After the loss of the Britannic in November, the France would take over most of the work. Once America had entered the war in 1917, the SS France was relieved of her hospital service and resumed her trooping duties. However, this would be cut short when she would suffer a tragic boiler explosion, killing 9 people, and extensive repairs were needed. After the war had ended, GGT would have the SS France returned to them in March 1919 through continued post-war service of repatriating troops back to their homes. Returning to commercial service in the early part of 1920. While her title as flagship was handed to the SS Paris in 1921. France remained a favored ship, almost forming a club on board among the wealthy. This was noticed by the company and sent the ship to be refitted into a all first-class ship, as well as her boilers to be modernized. She remained a very favored ship among the wealthy, cruising the Atlantic during peak months and offering cruises in the winter until 1927, with the entry of the Ile-de-France. The SS France was now offering cruises full-time, but still remained as the millionaire's ship until 1929. As the Great Depression affected the world and hit hard for merchant shipping, millionaires that sailed on the France no longer could, and she would have had a devastating year, sitting idle as passenger bookings were almost non-existent. By 1932, GGT had withdrawn the ship and laid her up in Le Havre, where she would await for a future. Yet it wouldn't be long before a small fire was discovered on board the idled France. It was quickly extinguished and minor damage was done. At the time of this, the company had begun outfitting their new modern superliner, the SS Normandy. The SS France was no longer seen as suited for modern service, and the company would retire the France for good, selling her to shipbreakers and departing for the last time on the 15th of April 1935 from Le Havre to Dunkirk, sailing for the last time under her own power. And that is the end of a video, my friends. Did you guys enjoy it? I certainly hope you did. The SS France was on my list for a very long time, and I'm very glad that I made a video about her. I love her story, I love her design, and she's amazing. She's an amazing ship to look at. I quickly also want to take a moment to thank all my new subscribers who have subscribed. It blows my mind that so many of you guys actually like and enjoy my content. So thank you very much. If you have any friends who like ships or ocean liners, please show them my channel. That helps out very much. If you have any comments or thoughts, please leave them in the description down below. I absolutely love reading your comments. And yeah, so again, if you have any comments or thoughts, please leave them in the comment section down below. I read and reply to each and every one of them. So with that out of the way, guys, I wish you a good night or day wherever you are, and we will see each other on the next video. Goodbye.
Follow Old Shipping Lines on social media.
Thanks for watching.